Welcome everybody to Leer Arabisch. I'm Leila Shubli. I am the founder of Leer Arabisch. I founded about 13 years ago. And I've been teaching Arabic to non-native speakers for more than 13 years. It's been great, and there's always, every trimester, I'm surprised by how much more people are interested in learning Arabic, and that's great. Because Arabic is an important language. Why? Arabic is the official language in 18 countries around the world with about more than 120 million Arabic speakers. Arabic is in the top 10 of the most spoken languages in the world. Arabic is the language of the Islam, but is also used by Christian Arabs, and it is used in churches in the Middle East. Arabic belongs to, it's a Semitic language, so it's from the same family as Hebrew, but not Farsi. Okay? It uses the same alphabet as Farsi, so Iranian. However, Iranian is a different. Yeah, hello. Yes. From dinner. That is a. There are other languages which use the alphabet, the Arabic alphabet as well, such as Farsi, Urdu, but they don't belong to Semitic languages. Arabic is a bit more challenging than other languages to learn. Why? For two reasons. One, that the alphabet is different. So the first step is to learn the alphabet and then start really into the grammar. Usually if you learn French or Spanish or Italian, you don't have this extra step of learning the alphabet. So that's why this trimester we will concentrate on the alphabet and learning how to read, and we won't do much grammar, we do minimal grammar. Okay, so try not to always keep asking, how do you do grammar questions. Let us concentrate on getting to read, and once we can read the Arabic script, then we'll go into the grammar, because the best way to learn Arabic grammar is using the Arabic script and not phonetically, because then you understand how the root system works, and that helps you a lot. Okay. So we will not only learn the alphabet, we will learn reading and writing. We will also learn speaking. Okay. How will we use the language? We will use it as Arabs do. So we use modern standard Arabic. We understand it, so passively, because all Arabs understand modern standard Arabic. The news is in modern standard Arabic, documentaries are in modern standard Arabic. If a politician does a speech on TV, it's in modern standard Arabic. We understand it and we learn it at school. However, we do not use it to speak. Okay, we speak, every Arabic country speaks its own dialect, and that's the second challenge of the Arabic language, dialects. Okay, so spoken Arabic is different than written Arabic. Sometimes it feels like you're learning two languages because some words are totally different. However, all dialects root from modern standard Arabic. Why are words sometimes so different? It's because the Arabic language is so rich. How is it rich? In vocabulary, in synonyms. So let's say for house, you have 6 different words for house. Beit, dar, manzil, so that's why. So what happens in some areas of the Arabic word, they use one synonym, in another part they use another synonym. So it seems like it's a totally different language, but in the end it's not. And dialects have also influence from French, Spanish, especially in North Africa, they use a lot of Spanish and French, in Lebanon as well. And I'll explain to you also another difference between dialect and standard Arabic. It's in the accents. Okay, when we start learning the letters, I'll explain to you how, by not reading the accents, you get the word can sound a bit different, and that's what's being done in dialect. Next, the structure of the lesson. Okay, what we'll do, we have 2 books. So we will try to stick an hour to reading and writing and an hour to speaking. We try. Sometimes it doesn't always work. Sometimes the letters are more difficult. Sometimes we give more time to speaking, but we try to do 50-50. You get homework. Okay, it's very important to do the homework. I know everyone's super busy. Okay, so try really to plan for it. Okay, go back to school time, put in your agenda. Every week I will send you an email, me or Lina. Actually, I'll introduce Lina in a sec. We'll send you an email. This is your homework. So when you get this email, you should read it carefully. Okay? And then do it like a little plan. Plan every day a bit. That's the best way. If you keep it all for this last day, right before the lesson, it's not enough. You won't learn it properly. Okay? You will stress and you will not. And if you keep postponing, next week I'll make it up, it will become too much. Okay? Try. Okay? Promise?
Yes.
Okay. If you're sick or you cannot come to the lesson, send us an email or a WhatsApp is also good. And if you skip a lesson, it's not such a big deal because all the books have MP3s. We send you an email every week. We tell you this is what we did. This is what you should prepare for the next lesson. So make sure if you skip a lesson to compensate for it at home by doing all your homework. If sometimes for some circumstances you really cannot do homework, I don't know, a relative was in the hospital or something, then don't take this as an excuse not to skip class, okay? Just come and let me know before. Layla, really, I couldn't prepare, so in the lesson I will not ask you directly all the time, okay? But don't skip the lesson. Skipping the lesson, you will fall even more behind. Just come. Yeah, that's it. Now I would like to introduce Lina, and then I would like to get to know you a bit better. So tell us what's your name, what do you do for work or study, and why would you like to learn Arabic? Okay. So Lina is my colleague. Lina is from Syria. She has been living here for how long? 3 years? 4 years. 4 years. And she will also, her English and Dutch are so bear with her. And if if you don't understand something, just ask again, no problem. Okay? Ask again and again and again. And don't feel ashamed during the lesson to ask, because don't feel you are delaying the others, because sometimes the others think, thank God she asked. Okay, just do it. So Lina has been a teacher for many years, 30 years? 20 years in Syria. And she has been working with me now for more than a year, also teaching the summer classes. She's a great teacher. So
thank you.
I will do the first lesson, and Lina will take over for the rest of the course. And now I would like to get to know you guys. Okay? Shall we do like this? And sorry, if you really would prefer to do it in Dutch, do it in Dutch, and I will translate to English. Okay?
I'm Stefan Mol. I'm working as a safety and security consultant at ABN AMRO Bank, and live in Zaandam. And I'm doing this course together with my girlfriend.
To get what?
With my girlfriend.
Oh, yeah.
So she wanted to learn Arabic, and so I gave it for her birthday, this course. And then was like,
Oh,
I'm joining as well.
how
And,
nice! Great. So you don't really have an urgent reason to learn, just like a hobby or
yeah.
yeah.
Just,
Nice, but that's very typical. I get a lot of this. Many people are just curious. They do it just to and to train your memories also.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, welcome.
My name is Marit Rutte. I'm a security and intelligence consultant at Social International in Aardenhout. And I wanted to do this course since I was in my teenage years. I don't know why, but I was such interested in the language in the whole Middle East. So yeah, my boyfriend gave me this gift. So I'm really excited for this.
Yeah, you're happy with your gift?
Yes, so happy. It was the best birthday gift ever.
Yeah?
So,
How nice. When was your birthday?
22nd of November.
Okay. Ah, really? It's the Independence Day of Lebanon.
Oh, really?
Great. Okay. Yeah.
Hello everyone, my name is Darren. I'm here mainly because my wife is Lebanese. We came here from Dubai. We lived in the Middle East for almost 10 years, so I've heard Arabic so much around the family. I hadn't put enough effort into learning the language, properly learning it from the roots. And so it's bizarre that I'm making the effort now that we've moved away from the Middle East.
Yeah.
But you know what? This is what I deserve for that. From a little bit more urgent basis, I'm working with the VU on a project called Strengths, which is trying to give mental health services to Syrian refugees. And the language skill is very important, whether it's reading a survey, giving a survey, or just making a therapeutic connection with someone. So now's the time to figure out how to help a little bit more.
Oh,
So, yeah.
Great that you can use it for your work and personal life.
Yeah.
2 in 1. Shukran.
Well, I'm Anja, and for many, many years I've worked in Holland University, student administration. But now, since my mother died last year, I'm now fully taking care of my father, 86 years old. So he wasn't very well after my mother died, and now he's getting better and better. And besides of taking back my job, and now I find the rest and the time to do what I wanted to do for so many years, a few years, and that's studying Arabic. I also like the Middle East, and in my where I live in New Sloten, many Arabic people from Morocco and other Arabic countries. So I'm also surrounded by people.
I live there
And
as
I
well.
really like to talk with them and understand the language. It's very interesting. So now I have the time. And my father also said, you should do it. So that's why I'm here now.
Great.
Yeah.
Good to hear.
forward to it. Yeah.
Nice. So if I run into you in New Sloten, we should
Yeah,
talk
yeah.
Arabic.
Yeah. We can talk maybe Arabic
Yeah,
sometime.
inshallah.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
Shukran.
My name is Fleur. I live in Amsterdam, but I'm doing my master's at Wageningen University. I'm studying international development, and I specialize in conflict and disaster studies. So I'm planning to do my internship somewhere in the Middle East, and I don't want to be totally dependent on a translator, so I'm really interested in learning Arabic.
Good reason. Great. Shukran.
My name is Word Herbrecht. I'm actually originally from Belgium. I live now since 2010 between Brexit and Netherlands. My wife is American, although she was born in the Philippines. I work in Iraq for Shell. So every other month I go to Iraq. So I'm 28 days in the Netherlands since June. Otherwise I was in California because my wife was living there.
Yeah.
So I worked 28 days in south of Iraq and then 28 days I'm off.
Ah, yeah.
So
Now I remember
yes.
you. Yeah.
So it's possible I'm going to skip some lessons, but then we agreed I'm going to be in the camp to Skype,
Yes.
or I'm just going to do private lessons to catch up.
Yeah.
So why do I want to speak Arabic? So I'm already 5 years in Iraq. I just signed for another 4 years. Different projects. A lot of the people there think I speak Arabic, but I don't. So I know a few phrases, I know a few words. The problem is I don't know if they're actually correct or not.
Yes.
And sometimes there's also a lot of fun in camps, and sometimes they teach you a word. They say that's the word, but then you try it and everybody's looking at you and laughing. And that's something else. So, like you mentioned in the beginning, the camp has Syrian, Egyptian, Iraqis, and also agree it's different dialects. So yes, you can learn there, but it's not structured. And so that's the reason I'm actually here. And after this semester, I actually want to continue. And like I said, mainly for my work, but also talking. We sit down and work with the government representatives.
Okay.
So they think I can speak Arabic, but I can't.
So how do you do? Do they speak English or do you have a translator?
Initially, 5 years ago, when we came there, so our field is a minefield, and we developed that for another field. Nobody could speak English of the locals.
Yeah.
So a lot of the locals we sent to Singapore, just for 2 years for English classes. With government guys. Initially, it was on board and actually making drawings.
To communicate together, you would make drawings. Wow.
It was a combination between English, Arabic,
yes.
And then now I'm actually pretty proud from the local government guys. English is much better.
Yes.
But we fail in Arabic.
Yes. So now it's your turn. Great. So just to warn you, because there are people, you're gonna be dealing with people from different dialects. Every time you say something, they say, yeah, but we say it like this. They will always correct you.
In the evening, there's a lot of discussion between the Egyptians,
yes.
the Algerians,
yes.
the Syrians.
The Egyptians always say it's always a competition whose dialect is closest to modern standard Arabic. Egyptians say their dialect is the closest, but it's not. And so always if they tease you like this, tell them, do you understand me? Then if yes, then I'm happy. It doesn't matter if you say it in another way. Okay.
My name is Gloria Burg. I'm 48 years old and I'm a sales manager in retail. I want to study Arabic because I become a Muslim, I think for 4 years now, and I want to learn more about the Quran and read it more, and
yes,
that's the reason.
And speaking?
Speaking, yeah, I know a few words, but I want to learn more about it. That's why.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Gabby. I'm doing an internship in Amsterdam in an NGO. And I'd like to work on the field and do development work. So I thought that,
learning in an Arabic country or where there are refugees?
Oh, yeah. So I was in Greece earlier this year, and Arabic would be quite useful, to be honest, in those situations. So
definitely, yeah. Wow, great! But you already deal with refugees, right? Or not yet? You're just doing an internship for them.
Yeah, I was there. I was volunteering before the start of my internship, but so not everyone speaks Arabic there, but obviously it's just so much more easier when you're with someone that can speak fluently Arabic. So yeah, it will make my life easier, I guess.
Great. Shukran.
Yeah, I'm Marvin. I'm studying political science at the University of Amsterdam. And yeah, I'm planning on doing volunteering in the summer holidays, also in the Middle East, Lebanon, somewhere. And yeah, eventually she convinced me actually. Probably helpful, yeah.
Yes, of course, it opens doors.
Definitely.
Just having, putting Arabic on your CV is great. Great, welcome. But is the study you're doing at the UvA in English?
In English, yeah.
Ah, they have English programs.
Yeah.
Great.
2 years, I think. Yeah.
Nice.
Hi, I'm Rose. I'm 19 years old, and at the moment I don't study. I stopped with my study a couple of months ago because I needed a break. But I want to learn Arabic because my grandfather, he was Arabic. He was from Lebanon, but he left my father. Yeah, he left my father when he was 8, so he went to Lebanon and they never saw each other again. But my father, 10 years ago, he went on a television show, Sporno. Maybe that's people know.
Porno?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Sporno.
what's his name?
Jamil. Jamil. He also.
Jamil.
Yeah, Jamil.
He came to my course.
Yeah, he came to your course.
Oh,
Because I want and I've become now very interested in Arabic culture, and I want to connect with my roots. So I thought I'm gonna do this course. And I also want to say something else before. I have hearing problems, so I may not hear you. So don't think I'm ignoring you, but just say that. And maybe you can also not understand me, but just say just ask me.
can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah.
As long as you hear me. Great, welcome. Say hi to Papa. It's funny now. I'm starting to get new generation of my students. They're sending their kids to it's a sign that I'm becoming old. Okay, nice. Nice to meet you all. Welcome. And yalla, let's hit the road. So we're gonna distribute the books. For other than these guys, you want English or Dutch?
No, you didn't introduce yourself.
I did. No? I did. Naila Shibli, I started the Leer Arabisch 13 years ago. Oh yeah, okay. I've been teaching Arabic for 15 years. I came to Holland 20 years ago from Canada because during the war in Lebanon we immigrated to Canada. There I did my studies at McGill University, and when I started working I met this Dutch guy at the company and my whole life changed. I was a consultant traveling all over the world. He dragged me to Holland and I started teaching Arabic. No, but I mean, I'm happy. When I moved to Holland, I had to quit my consulting job because it was traveling all the time and I had a baby and it was not feasible. I have no family and whatever here. So I stopped and I started teaching Arabic from home, giving private lessons. I made a website and it was a gap in the market. And then I started getting so many students. I grew slowly and now I have 80 students per trimester. 80. Okay, yes, the books. Dutch for you or English? English? Dutch or English?
Dutch, sorry.
Dutch.
Can I get English even though?
Sure. You want English? Yes. Just if you want Dutch, take it. If not, don't take it. English. Yes. Here. Yes. And so this book, we're going to use this book to learn the alphabet, Modern Standard Arabic, reading and writing, and vocabulary but we're gonna learn this vocabulary from Arabic to English or from Arabic to Dutch because this is Modern Standard Arabic. Sometimes these words are the same in dialect, okay? So then we will use them a lot, so you will learn them eventually, okay? So part of the lesson will be this book. When I email you, I always say the MSA book. MSA is Modern Standard Arabic. Okay? And we're going to use this book. That's for learning speaking. This one, I only have it in English. This one, I did it after this. And I realized how much work it is to translate a book, and then every time you want to change something, change it in this other version and fix the MP3 in Dutch and in English. I thought, halas, I'm just gonna do it in English.
Oh, sorry.
Yes, thank you.
Yes, everyone has this one. Darren, open your book and let me know that the speaking book. Is it written here on the page where it says download the file? Is it written second edition or first edition? Or nothing? Second? Okay. We're going to start now with this book. Okay.
Sorry, do you have a pen? I forgot my pen.
Sure. Anyone else wants a pen?
It wasn't. Good.
Okay. The Arabic has 28 letters in the alphabet, which is fine, right? Not like Chinese. Learning reading is fun. You will like it a lot. You will feel like you're back to first grade, you know, also writing and reading. And it's quite cool as a Western person to be able to read. If you show an Arab that you can read this, they're like their jaw drops. If you can speak, they're okay. I mean, yeah, okay, fine. But if you can read, that's really wow. So 28 letters. There are 3 vowels in Arabic. Okay? Drie klinkers. But we call them long vowels, lange klinkers. Okay, they are. Okay, you can open your book. Yes, to page 1. The Arabic app. Okay, so I'm going to be doing now the part where it says in Dutch the klinkers and in page 1. And in English the vowels. Okay? The 3 vowels, okay, all letters in Arabic have a name and the way they are pronounced. Okay? We're going to learn both. We're going to learn the name and how they are pronounced. Because when you refer to the, in English you say the A, the B. In Arabic we say the alif, the waw. We say the name. The alif is the name of the first vowel, but it's pronounced as a. Okay, so yeah, say it. Alif is, how do you pronounce the alif? Okay. The alif looks like this. It's one vertical line. That's how you write it from up to down. Okay? And it varies in pronunciation actually from A to A. And it depends on the letter that's preceding it. And every time we do a letter, I'll tell you if it influences the alif, if it's after it you pronounce it as A or as A. Officially, it's A, alif. Okay? The alif is a letter which you cannot connect to the next letter. That's very, very important to remember. Okay, so the alif, like I'll give you an example of a word with alif. In this word, this is the alif. Notice how the next letter, something very, very important. Arabic is written from right to left. Okay, so I started here. That's the first letter. This is the alif. And the next letter is not, it cannot touch it. It's not connected. That's one super important characteristic of the alif. The next vowel is the waw. It looks like this. It is called waw. And it is pronounced as oo. So in English, the transcription is double O, and in Dutch, O-E. Ooh. And double O and O. The waw is also a letter which you cannot connect to the next letter. Okay, I'll give you an example here. Noor. Here, this is the waw. It is not connected to the next letter. It's not allowed. Never ever. Okay? However, notice that both the alif and the waw are connected to the previous letter. The previous letter is, okay, it's this letter, and every letter determines if you connect it to the next letter, okay, not to the previous letter.
One question, please.
Yes.
You said the elf. First you started with just a stripe.
Yes.
And now it's like an L.
Here?
Yeah.
Two letters.
No, it's, yeah, exactly. These are two letters. This is the N.
Ah, okay.
And this is the L. Only this is the L.
Okay.
Okay? Here, this is the waw. And the third vowel looks like this. It is called ya. And it's pronounced as E in English and like this in Dutch. Okay? So, repeat. E. The three of them are long. Okay, so these are the long vowels. Okay, when you pronounce them, you don't pronounce this like a. No, a. That's why also this transcription is double A. A.
With the E, can you connect to the next letter?
Yes, you have to. The E is not like the alif and the waw. The E has to be connected to the next letter, which means that it changes forms. Okay. An example of the E in the middle of the letter, bait. Can you recognize where the E is? It changed form. However, there is one symbol that determines that that's the E. Look, what do you see here in common between this and
The
this?
dots.
The dots, exactly. The two dots under the letter, that's a characteristic of the E. Therefore, this is the E. When it's connected to the next letter, it changed forms from this because like this you cannot connect it. You write it like this, and then you can connect. The E is a letter which we're gonna do here as in one of the chapters, so we will work much more on it later. Okay?
What if it's the last letter?
If it's the last letter, you write it like this. Okay? However, because you can connect it from here, like this. So, how is the wow pronounced? Ooh, long. Ooh. How is the alif pronounced? Ah. How is the ya pronounced? Okay. These were the long vowels. We also have short vowels equivalent to these, but they are short. How are they written? As accents. Okay? So, a short A is this accent. It's a short, like accent, like in French, above a letter. Let's say we have this word. I take this word as an example. So the short A is this accent which appears above the letter. It has a name. It's called fatha. Okay, I write here a 7. The 7 is a hard ha. Okay, it's not fatha, but fatha. Okay. What I'm doing now is on page 2, on that board here. See, the first accent, fatha, is a short a, or even a. It sounds like a or a. Okay? Like the alif. The alif is a of a or a. The fatha is a or a. Okay? The second vowel, short vowel, is a mini wow like this. It also appears above a letter. حرف واحد.
أفضل لأنه مش رح يعرف.
Okay, let's say we take a letter, we just take a letter, we put the accent comes here above it. Okay? It's a mini wow. It's called Dhamma. Dhamma. And it's pronounced, can you guess how it's pronounced? Oh, like a short, here we did the wow is oo. This one is oo. We're going to use this letter to transcribe it. Okay? Oo. The third accent, so now we're talking, the Dhamma is just this. Okay? It's not that whole thing. Only the accent. The Fatha is this. And now the third accent is under the letter, like this. That one. It's called Kasra. Okay, and how is it pronounced? You tell me. I. Yeah, short. I. Like this. Ah, no, not like in English, that's an I. like this. And in Dutch, it could be like this or this. Okay? Finally, we have an extra one. It's a small circle, mini circle. And this is a silent vowel. Okay? It says that here there is no vowel. Why? Why do we have this? Because officially in Arabic, every letter has to have a vocalization. It has to have an accent above or under. But when there is no vowel, then we put a small round to say here, there is really no vowel. It's not that I forgot to write the accent. There is really no vowel. Okay? It's a silent. It's called sukoon. And we say here silent. So again, what is this accent called? What's its name? Fatha. Yes. How is this pronounced? What's it called? Damma. This one? What's it called? Kasra. And this one? Silence, called sukoon. Okay. Okay. Again, I will test you. Okay. How do you pronounce the ya? Yeah. Okay, so ya. The fatha. The kasra. The alif. The wow. The dhamma. Okay, one more small test. How do you pronounce this? Ooh. Okay. How do you pronounce this? La. Was above. Okay. How do you pronounce this? E. Long. How do you pronounce this? No? E. Short. I. E. Okay. How do you pronounce this? How do you pronounce this? Not U. Yeah. How do you pronounce that thing? Yes. How do you pronounce this accent? Bravo. Okay. Okay, we're ready with the vowels. All the rest of the letters are consonants. So in Dutch, medeklinkers. The rest. Okay? The consonants, the medeklinkers, there are two kinds. There are regular ones and there are emphatic ones. Okay? The emphatic are not a lot. There's like sad, dal, ta, za, ra, qaf. There are 6 emphatic. All the rest are regular. What is an emphatic consonant? An emphatic consonant is a consonant which you pronounce a bit differently, with a rounded mouth and a full rounded mouth, like saw. We have irregular S, sa, sa. Look how my mouth is, like with a smile. Sa, saw. See the difference? These are two S's. One is regular, one is emphatic. Another example, da, da. Okay, da. Like sometimes, have you ever heard sabah al-khair? Sabah, it means good morning. Sabah al-khair. Look, if you hear salamu alaykum. Both start with an S, right? Salam, sabah. These two S's, one is regular, one is emphatic. Okay, sabah is emphatic, salam is regular. Okay, we will do also look, how does this book work? Now, every chapter we will do 2 to 3 letters in every chapter. So we will study every letter very well. I will tell you whether it's emphatic or not. We will read it with many examples, with the vowels. So this will all come later. Now I'm just giving you just a general idea. All right, so emphatic, we did, and what else we have? Yeah. After that, you have like an overview of all the letters. This is the official order of the letters. So let's say if you want to get an old-fashioned dictionary, and you want to look up a word, this is the order of the letters. Okay, you can use it as a reference always. If you forget, this letter, what was it called? Oh yeah, and okay, how do you pronounce it? Use it as a reference. Okay, we will not learn the alphabet in this order. Okay, I have developed my own method. We will group the letters. We will start with the letters that. We will start with the letters that are easy. So you do not connect them to the next letter, which means they don't change forms. These are the easy letters. And we will slowly build up to the more difficult letters. So we will not follow this order. Usually, in a classical course to learn Arabic, they teach you all the letters in one lesson, like this. Okay, this is the A, this is the Ba, this is the okay, and then you're expected to read. This really doesn't work. It's too difficult. Okay, next. You have a small table with the extra symbols on page 5. These are the last letters which we'll do. These are not part of the 28 letters because these letters only appear at the end of words. Okay, they don't have at the beginning, middle, and at the end. The symbols in social media. Have you ever looked on Facebook, seen some Arabs write with the Latin letters and numbers in between 2 and 3 and 7? Yeah. These are the symbols we use in social media for letters which do not exist in the Latin alphabet. So we use numbers to represent them. The ones we will use the most are the 2, the 3, and the 7. Okay, the rest are not used so much. Okay? The 2 is pronounced as it's like a stop sound. The 3 is a ah. It's not an a. It's not ah. It is ah. Like in the word, let's say the name Ali. Arabi. When you pronounce this letter well, it sounds like Arabic. If you say Ali, it doesn't sound Arabic. If you say Ali, it sounds Arabic. We'll practice this letter very well. That's the 3. And skip the 6 and the 9. We go to the 7. The 7 is the ha. That's what I used here for fatha. Okay, it's a hard H. Ha. You know the word habibi?
Yeah.
Okay, it starts with the 7, with the ha. Then you have an overview of the letters in their different forms. This is just a reference. Okay, continue. The next section is the stress rules, in Dutch the klemtoon. This, it's too early to do it now. Okay, somewhere in the middle of the book, we will come back and we will do this. Okay, the stress rule. And now let's go to chapter 1. Tonight we will do your first 2 consonants, the dal and the dal. Okay. Any questions till now?
How many easy letters are there? Like you do not
Good
connect them.
question. The letters which you do not connect are 6. The rest, you connect them. However, a lot of them are easy to pronounce, like the na, the n, the r, yeah, and some are difficult, like the qa. These, I find the difficult ones are the ones which you change forms and the pronunciation is difficult, like the ayn, the ghain, qaf, dad. Okay, these are difficult. Not a lot of difficult ones. The first 2 letters here in chapter 1 are the dal and the dal. The dal is just a regular D, okay? The dal looks like this. Okay? If you have your line, it's written on the line, and it's very, it has a corner here. Okay? So you draw one line to your line actually, and one on the line. Okay, and you have an angle here. Okay, so you do not write it in one stroke. Notice there's a way how to write the letters is different than what you see here typed. Okay, do not try to copy how it's typed here. Learn how you do it in handwriting. It's easier. Okay, so not like this, but in 2 lines, one to the line and one on the line with that angle. Okay. Now, if you see the dal in perspective with the vowels we learned, like the alif. If I want to write da, I write an alif after the dal. I do not connect them. They do not touch each other. Notice. Okay. This is the dal ends here, and the alif starts here. The alif is higher than the dal, you see? It's almost, the dal comes almost to the half of the alif. If you want to see the dal with the waw, again, I write the waw. Later, I'll explain exactly how to write the waw. Or no, actually, I'll do it now, you will need it. Okay, how do you write the waw? Can everyone see it? Mm-hmm. You start here, you go up and down. It's in one stroke, okay? You don't do like a 9, okay? Some people write like you do a 9. It's not like this, okay? It's in one stroke like this, okay? From here, you go up and then down. It goes a bit under the line. Okay, try it. Yeah, there's space in your book also to write. If you go to page 12, you have some lines, there to practice writing. Here, this is handwriting, and under it and here in this space you can write, practice writing. So the dal with the waw, look, I would write the dal here, and the waw beside it, and they are loose, not attached to each other. And now we'll do the dal with the ya. Dal with the ya. The 2 dots under the ya, I can connect them and make a dash instead of dots. Okay? Again, they're not touching each other. I were to read what I just wrote, okay, this thing, for example, how would I read it? First, don't forget you're reading from right to left. You start here, so D. Exactly, صح. صح means correct. If I tell you صح, then be happy. Okay, this one, da. Right, da. And this one, do. Da. Okay. If let's say I have this. Da. Perfect. Da. This. Di. Yeah. This.
Can you please, is it possible to put the board a little bit up?
Sure. How?
To see?
This way or that?
That way.
Okay.
No, is it up, the whole board? Or
No,
is
no,
it
no.
possible with this one?
Oh, wait.
Helemaal zo hup.
Nee, volgens mij kan
Je hoort het doen.
Best, kom maar hier zitten. Er is een plekje hier. Ja. In de Niet snel dan juffrouw. I forgot to offer you. I got something special from a Syrian, a really excellent Syrian sweet shop here in Osdorp, on Tussumier. It's called El Sham Delight. El Sham means the Levant. Okay.
Very good. Just a bit dry. If you not used it, they're very good at dry.
But not like Turkish, eh? You will see the difference between Turkish baklava and Syrian baklava. Syrian has much less sugar, less syrup. Okay, it's dry. Yes. And أضيف على نعطيهم بريك. إيه بس أضيف سبعة. Good?
Like it, yeah.
Yeah. And the last one, that one. The dal with the sukoon. Stop. Okay. Let's now read together. Look, in every chapter, you will have, we introduce the first letter. We tell you always read the notes here about how it's pronounced. Then you see the letters in its different shapes. Notice here the dal, the different shapes of the dal. Actually, it doesn't change shapes. It's only, sometimes you see that it has here a tail, actually. And the tail means that it could be attached to the previous letter. Okay? It could be. Then it would look like this. Okay? But never with something here extra. Okay? So these are the four different shapes of the dal. Then you have the dal with the vowels. And then you have a reading section. Okay? This is the I with the MP3, like a music note. It means there's an MP3 for this part. Okay? I will send you tomorrow, when I send you the email of the homework, I will send you the links to download the MP3s. You don't need to go to follow these instructions here. Okay? Actually, yeah, so this is the reading part. How do you read this? Okay, first, from right to left or left to right? Right to left. And you read line for like this. Okay, like this and then like this. Not up, down, up, down, up, down. So that you know when you follow the MP3. Okay, so now we will practice reading this. The reading material only uses the letters which you have learned until now. Okay, so you are able to read everything in here. Okay? At the beginning, since we know only a few letters, the words here don't make sense. It's like that, do. These are not real words. Okay. Later, the more we know letters, the words become real words. All right? Yeah. Let's practice now. Please follow. Make sure I will assign people to read. Follow. Make sure you know where we are. Okay. So if once one person reads, I want you guys to repeat together in core aloud. Okay. So we are now. Everyone knows where we are. Page 10. Okay. We start with the first word. Yes. Anya.
I think it's do.
Do. Sah. Sah means correct.
Oh. Thank you.
Okay, we repeat.
Do.
Long.
Do.
Yes. One thing, please do not write here for the transcription, the phonetic. Don't write, okay? Because if you do, you will always read the transcription. I want you to get used to read Arabic, okay? Next one is for Gabby.
D.
Yes. Sah. Okay, repeat. D. Long. Yes. Next one, Fleur. Sah. Repeat.
Da.
Next one, Darren.
Do.
Sah. Repeat.
Do.
Next one, Rose.
Do.
Yes. Sah. Dadu. Yes. Next one, Werner.
Do.
Sah. Yalla. Repeat.
Do.
So, dadu. Next one, Michael. What's it? Michael. Marit.
Do.
Sah. Bravo. Yalla, guys.
Do.
Gloria.
Do. Da.
Bravo. Repeat.
Do. Da.
Next one, Martin.
Do. Di.
La.
Do.
No.
Well,
Yeah, this one.
Do.
Dude.
Do.
Yeah,
Di.
there's a D at the end.
Ah, okay.
It's just the,
Yeah.
ou, the. So, dude.
Okay. Do.
Dude.
Dude.
Dude, yeah, dude. Ja, nee,
Stefan.
Stefan.
Dadi.
Sah. Yalla, repeat.
Dadi.
Next one, Anya.
Yeah. I think it's also daddy.
Yeah, but the E is short.
Yeah, daddy.
Daddy. Yeah, daddy.
Daddy. Okay.
Think of it like in Dutch, if
Yeah.
at the end of the word you have an E.
Okay.
Okay, like
Yeah.
this, daddy.
Daddy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And the next one, Stefan.
It's Dai.
Yes, okay. This is something I think I skipped in the diphthongs. Diphthong is twee klanken in Dutch. Diphthongs are two vowel combinations, like au and a. Okay, there are two diphthongs in Arabic, au and a. So if you have a followed by e, like here, alif followed by ya, you don't say a-i, you say ay. Ay. So this would be day. Okay. And sometimes you could have an alif followed by wow. How would you say it, you say? Not a-ou, but
Oh.
ow. Yeah, so this would be ow, and this would be a. Hmm? Diphthongs. Ow and a. These are the only two we have. Okay. And notice it could be a short u as well. It could be a fatha and a dhamma. It's also ow. Okay. Okay. Now I would like you to rewrite this line under it. Yeah. So overschrijven. And me and Lina will go around just to give you some, check it out and give you some tips. Okay. Wauw, ja, heel goed. Mooi. Oh. Ja. Perfect. I only make the alif longer than the dal. You see, there are only.
Sounds the line.
Yeah, this alif is almost to the middle of the word. Yes, alif is longer. Yeah, same here. Alif is longer.
Yeah.
Here.
Yeah.
Yeah, you fixed it. Good. Perfect. Heel goed. Alif
Langer.
lager is te hoog. En het topje is
Gelijk, hè?
ja. Dus het mag ja onder de lijn, maar kun het hier.
Ja.
En de rest hier. Ja, ik vind het wel heel mooi.
So you start here. You start here. And to this.
You're an expert with this.
She's seen that in English.
Oh my god. Doctor
I should
there.
go back to first grade. Yeah.
Doctor there.
Just two dots at the bottom.
Yes.
Do you see something like a line?
Yeah, as a dash. You can connect them as a, yeah. Two dots of the yeah, you can connect them. That's faster. That's more the handwriting way of
But
writing.
if you don't do it, then
Yeah, you can also do two dots. Perfect.
just a question on the. We're also going to have
Ah, yeah, I will tell you about the keyboard. Writing with keyboard is much easier because the keyboard connects it for you. You don't need to know the rules of connection. Either it connects or it doesn't. But we want to learn, right? Okay, let's do the next letter, the dal. The next letter, the dal. Look how it's pronounced. The dal. It's pronounced like in English, the th of this, that, okay, and not thin, okay, or thumb. That's another letter. That, this. It's more like a D, but with your tongue between your teeth. That. Okay. It looks exactly like the dal. It looks exactly like the dal, but it has a dot here on the tip of this line. has a dot. Okay, the dot is super important. It's not like the accents. The accents you don't have to write them, but the dots you have to. Otherwise, it becomes another letter. Okay. So the rules of writing are exactly like the dal. So you don't connect it to the next letter. This would be the, right? The. This would be Zoo. And this V. Yes. What about this? What about this? Yes. What about this? The. And what about this? Da. Bravo. Okay, bravo, by the way, it's an Arabic word, not Italian. Okay, let's read the reading part of the dal. Okay? Again, yeah, I assign people. Gloria.
Da.
Yeah. Zada. Zada. Next one, Rose. Do.
With your tongue between your teeth.
Yes.
Do.
Exactly.
Okay.
Mirta.
Do.
I hear the. Zadu. Repeat, guys. Zadu. Marvin.
The last one.
Ah, now you have the previous letter.
Da.
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 Da. The. Look, guys. The. Da.
Da.
Yeah. The. Da. All of you. Next one, Vera.
Daddy.
Yes, repeat that.
Daddy.
There. D. Yeah, it's long, the last one. Daddy. Stefan.
Okay, do
Mm-hmm.
D.
Yes. Only the U is longer. Do. Yes. Repeat.
Do.
Mm-hmm. Fleur. Yes. Do. None of these words are actual words. Gabby. Yes. Perfect. Anya.
I think it's the do.
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 Long. Do.
The do.
Mhm.
Do.
Yes.
Do.
Yeah. Do. Repeat, guys.
Do.
Rose.
That. Oh, that. Yeah.
Dad.
Yeah.
And the last one is.
Can you repeat, please?
Yes.
How do you say that?
Zad.
Oh,
Zad.
Okay.
Okay. And the last one, Gloria. لا. No. Again. Try again.
Okay. Duda.
Duda. Yeah. Duda. Okay, write this line here, rewrite it, don't forget the dot, we'll check it, and then we'll take a break. Hallo. Dus woon je ook in Oost?
Little bit
Daar?
longer.
Ja, ik woonde op de Java-kade.
Andere is vriendin van mijn ouders.
Ja, ik weet het.
Ik ken haar ook wel.
Ja, zij kwamen naar mij via Anneke.
Ja.
Leuk, doe de groetjes.
Okay. And if you write this big,
Bravo,
Ja,
Marco.
wordt te lang.
okay. Okay.
Bravo, Gabi. Ah, no.
Yeah, and
Perfect. We have some good students, Lina, this trimester. Guys, we can take a break, a short break, because we still want to. This time we took more time on the reading part because we had to do the vowels and we did the introduction. Okay, next time we'll compensate by talking more. Now take 5 minutes break if you want to go to the toilet, or we'll make some more tea and. Okay.